It has come to my attention that some of these notes have been corrupted. I don't know if it was the wind, the device I was using, or what. Broken pieces mysteriously. My originals don't sound like that though, so I think it's tampering. I'll have to go and check. But there are other things that must be covered again. They cannot. I cannot take the chance. One of those things are those things we talk about, screen heads, phone heads, and all that, isn't as simple as I made it. Listen, I want you to pay attention to one point that I made. Listen, when you are watching or using your phone, everything has to load. Have you noticed that? And during loading, there's this little spiraling circle that says loading. It doesn't even say loading anymore. Maybe it does at the bottom. Why is it a spiraling circle? They can put any picture you've seen. They can put any picture doing loading up there they want. It used to be just a straight line, and when the line got full, you knew it was about finished loading. Now it's this circle. What is that circle there for? Have you ever seen a hypnotic eye? The little spiral they used to hypnotize people back in the days. They don't show it no more. But when hypnosis was first introduced, there were only a couple of means. The swinging watch and the hypnotic spiral. That's all they showed us. Like these were the only two ways you could hypnotize someone. Now we know different. But the spiral works is my point. Okay? So, you could be being hypnotized everywhere you look. Because why is it the same circle everywhere for everything? They can say, just please wait a minute, like you've seen them do. What is the spiraling circle about? It's not filling up, letting you know that it's almost loaded. It's there to let you know something is happening. Other people who aren't up to something devious say, just a minute, we are loading. They put words up there to tell you this. Okay? What is the little spiraling circle about? Hypnosis. Maybe on a level you've never imagined. It's why your kid can't hear you with the phone on. It's why you can't hear me with the phone on. We traced the culprit to television as we've been investigating this. Where they shook us at was they took television and hid it inside the phone. Made it look innocent again. It's just a phone. No, it was that same demon that we found television that was manipulating everybody, creating everybody, shaping their brains, and whatever was going wrong with them, it was at fault. It taught them, not their parents. It taught their parents what to teach them. So we had it, and then they put it inside the phone and stuck it in everyone's pocket. It not only increased the damage, it put it out of reach. Okay? So now I've zeroed in on it again. You're hypnotized by your phone. You're locked in. It's not YouTube. It's not Google. It's not the internet gods. You're doing it to yourself, and it's a bunch of little people using the same trick to get you to buy or do things. Hypnosis. That's why you look like that's why your kid looks like they're under a trance when they're on the phone. And the worst thing you could have ever done, talking about, oh, she's only 2 years old. She already know how to work a phone. Wow, you've linked your baby in. Your baby is now hypnotized. And then you're going to start noticing behavior. They don't obey you, but they obey the phone. Everything that the phone and the screen tells them to do, they do. Everything the screen shows them, they memorize. Every song, every movie. But they don't listen to you, can't remember a damn thing you ever told them. They're hypnotized. You think they're just hard-headed. No, we thought that before, but when we traced it to television, we thought it was just coming out the air. Some people know. We found it was intentional. You know, you may think, oh, okay. I used to think when I watched the superhero movies and they showed the evil villain, how could anybody gain by destroying the world? So when it came up that people were planning genocide and all this mass this and racial this, I was like, who could gain by killing everybody? That's stupid. It never made sense to me until I found someone dying wants everybody not only feel their pain, but what if you were getting ready to die too? People with no legs secretly wish everyone had no legs so they would feel their pain and know what they're going through. So you never know what some sick, demented fuck is up to once you put a tool like this in their hands for hypnotizing people and making them do whatever you want. You're all in a trance. You keep all asking the same question. These notes. No one's ever said this before. No one's ever thought this before. Why? They're all hypnotized. I told you everybody lost their mind thousands of years ago. What does losing your mind mean, and how does how does the world lose its mind? And what is losing your mind? Is it under the couch somewhere? Where did I find your mind at if you lost it? Those questions you need to ask yourself. But the spiral, I'm going to tell you, like in the old days when we found out that the little black screen in between the show we were watching and the commercial, you know, when the screen just goes black, we found out they were hypnotizing people with this little black space that they can just go straight to the commercial. So we didn't think nothing about the TV going black in between, and we discovered they were hypnotizing people. That got outlawed. You can't do that anymore. We found out they were putting naked women in the ice cubes in soda commercials and in the liquor commercials to attract men. That got outlawed. This is going to be outlawed too. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, about the black screen. What are you watching? There's nothing there. Why are you sitting there looking at a black screen? Well, why are you watching that little circle load? There's nothing happening. Why are you watching it spiral? I'm telling you now, you're being hypnotized. Quit watching the spiral. And when you hear the emergency broadcast system, unplug whatever's making it, plug your ears, whatever you have time to do. Turn the volume down. Why are you sitting there listening to a screech that goes, Why are you listening to it? Okay, they're not saying anything. They're showing words across the screen. They're not going to say nothing to the end, and you know what they're going to say. If this had been an actual emergency, listen what I'm saying. That sound you hear, you're young. That is the sound that we used to hear whenever we were loading a program to a computer. When they were first invented, it went and it continued. This is the sound that you're hearing. This is also a sound that you hear other places. This tone, this thing that they use for a test. Don't listen to it. It's not part of the message. You have no reason to listen to that sound. You have no reason for watching this little circle spin in the middle of your phone. You have no reason for watching the black part in between the show and the TV. These things are at your own peril, your own risk. This has been a message from the SPS. Servants of all, worthy causes, the ones, and you know me, Psy, SY, save yourself. Because if everyone saves himself, the whole world will be saved. And that seems like the only plan for saving the world anyone has ever came up with. I'm going to try to make this one short because it should be combined with the previous note that should be preceding this one. And the previous note is about the hypnotic eye in the computer and the phone. So let's go off on a tangent on this phone thing. Look, now your phone is a miniature television. Any rule that applies to television applies to your phone. Duh. Don't watch TV in the dark. But you never tell your children or yourself, don't watch your phone in the dark. Whatever television does to your eyes when watching it in the dark, a phone will do. Now, watching a phone is the same as watching a television that is at a distance. When the television is at a distance, the screen is the same size as your phone size in your mind and in your eye. You don't believe me? Go look at your television, put your thumb up and see that your thumb covers the whole television when it's in front of your face. That means the television screen is as small as your phone screen when it is across the room. So if it is bad for you to watch that in the dark, it is bad for you to watch your phone in the dark. Okay? Bag up from the television. It's going to ruin your eyes. How come you don't tell them bag up from the phone, from the tablet? It's going to ruin their eyes. Okay? You already have enough threats against your children and your eyes. The fact that you stay in a box and that your eyes can't get exercise because it can only see 6, 8, 9, 10 feet. That's not long and far enough for your eyes to get exercise. It has to see tens of thousands of feet to get fully exercised. I mean, you have to be standing on top of a mountain overlooking the valley and for your eyes to look full range. Now, so your eyes aren't getting enough exercise if you live in a city. There's houses and buildings blocking your view. And your eyes are going to get weak. Whatever you don't exercise gets weak. Okay? Now, add that to screen damage, burning your cornea. I probably will make a post. I'll probably put up other people's research to confirm this. So just go to the channel, to the site, to the page, and the information should be there. How to protect your eyes. Eye threats should be there. Ear threats. On and on and on. This has been a message from the SPS. You know the rest.